Okay, Jeff, what's going on?
Bjorn is trying scotch for the first time.
Right.
Scotch on the rocks.
Bottoms up.
Well, don't down it.
No, don't drink the whole thing.
No.
I think his mustache just grew twice as long.
It's good footage.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. Okay, thank you. Well, more about our drunken weekend in just a little bit. Woo! But first, there's a new era in hair transplants. Thank you for that, BB. Yeah. The audience may not be laughing, but at least the crew is. That's it. Forget the head. Some guys are more concerned with their face. Here's the headline. Look at this from The Guardian. The sudden surprising rise of beard transplants. No. That's right. Doctors say the demand for hair... look how happy he is. The demand for hair transplants on the face is skyrocketing. More men want a thicker, fuller beard like that dude right there. That dude's happy on a boat. Anyway, with this beard. One surgeon says requests, listen to this audience, have tripled in just the past 5 years. Now, here's the good news. Beard transplants can cost up to $10,000. But if this audience is fun enough and they clap loud enough, one person will go home with a beard transplant today. That's right. Some people don't need it already. I'm just saying, that's right. Fallon is off this week. She's in Hawaii. So please welcome my pineapple princess, Erin Schwab, please.
Pineapple Princess.
I love that song. Fun fact, there's a song from Annette Funicello called Pineapple Princess, and it's so cheesy. It's such a great, and we listen to it all the time.
You just referenced an Annette Funicello song.
It's Monday.
Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
Awesome.
It's Monday.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Okay, so we had a very long weekend.
Yeah.
First of all, we're moving. As I speak right now on the television, the packers are at my house packing things, and then the movers are coming tomorrow. I'm a little stressed. Colin told me not to take the day off. He goes, no, I mean, they'll be done, just then come home. So we got the keys to the house yesterday. It was very exciting. We went over there, but I was a little under the weather seeing the house because, why? Because the Jason part of the crew, we needed Auntie Erin because part of the Jason Show crew went out on Saturday night. And let's just say half of the crew, maybe in Mississippi, might still be legally drunk. I mean,
yeah.
Audience isn't quite sure how to handle me today, but yeah. But we went out. I live in the North Loop neighborhood. For people around the country, it's like a Soho. It's like a trendy neighborhood. That's why I'm moving. I've aged out. But so we went. you reach a point, it's like, okay, you're 50, get the hell out of the neighborhood, you know? But so we went out and we went to several places and we did a little crawl. Safety first. We did a little crawl.
Until you were actually crawling?
Until we were actually crawling.
Okay.
And we get to a bar called Cuzzy's. And Cuzzy's is a great dive bar in the North Loop. There are dollar bills everywhere that people sign.
Yes.
And we're standing there, and we ended up getting a really great place right by the door. And we're all standing there. You know, we travel in packs, our crew. You know, we're all there. And all of a sudden, walking toward us, I hear this guy go, "Oh, the Jason Show crew." And it was Mason from Love is Blind, Minneapolis. So here we are, So executive producer Jeff was at, we call Jeff. Jeff is, you know, very kind of the adult in the room, but when you get a few cocktails in him, he transforms into what we call Fun Jeff. So right after this photo was taken, I'm not kidding, right? And Jeff isn't as effusive. Like, I'm sometimes obnoxiously effusive. Jeff is a little more subdued. We got done with that group photo, and this was Jeff, like a teenage girl. Jeff goes, "Can I get a photo with just you, Mason?" And Mason's like, you know, settle down there, Skippy. So the night went on, and here's how I'll end the story. This tells you everything you need to know about our condition. We decided to go to one more bar.
Oh, no.
And we Ubered, okay? So Jeff and Bjorn and half the crew, photographer Eric, go in one Uber, and I stay with Colin and my gal pal, Lisa LaCourcier. Colin calls the Uber. And I walk, Colin, there's three of us, and it's pouring down rain, and Colin's like, he's the organizer. Colin goes, "Get in the front seat, Jason, get in the front seat." And I go, "Okay." And I try to get in the front seat, and the driver's like, "No, no, no." And there's like garbage in the front seat. So Colin gets in the back, he goes, "You should not advertise yourself as a 7-person vehicle." And I'm like, "Colin, settle down. There's 3 of us." Like, you know, he goes, "I'm just saying you should not advertise yourself as a 7-person vehicle." I'm like, "Oh my God, this Uber driver is going to take us out in the country and kill us." You know what I mean? Yeah. And we will deserve it, you know? It was just a lot of fun, and we missed you. We missed Fallon. To anyone we encountered that night, we apologize. We apologize.
Woo!
Let's get.
I'm sad I missed it.
You would have controlled us. You would have had, yeah. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Woo! First up, from bad to worse, that describes not our weekend, but that describes the latest weekend for Disney's live-action Snow White, the new movie, A Working Man, starring Jason Statham, that like 18 people knew about before it was released, surprised everyone by finishing first in the box office with just over $15 million. Snow White, meanwhile, hi-ho, what a drop you will go, suffered a 66% decline in box office receipts from its opening weekend. Snow White and the Dwarves and the Bunnies came in second. Not great, because here's what's going to happen. This weekend, the Minecraft movie comes out, and it's the same audience. So Snow White, girl, she's going right to Disney Plus. I mean, there's no, they're going to whistle while they work to, you know, they're going right to, there's no rescuing. There's no Mufasa-ing this movie. No. Remember, Mufasa kept doing better and better. No, Snow White is gone. Yeah. Do
you think it won't do better when it goes to streaming?
I think it'll do great in streaming. People just don't. Look, it has been infected with such bad publicity, warranted or not, that people have no desire. Again, I'll hate on a Disney movie. I love them, but I thought Dumbo was trash. This wasn't as bad. This wasn't as bad as everyone said, but it got wrapped up in so much stuff that people are, when they, you know, their hard-earned dollars, they're like, I don't know if I want to do this. So
I'm excited for the Minecraft movie, though.
Yeah, you'll have to take one for the team on that one. Yeah. Next up.
Just me then.
This just right. You. Yeah. Next up in the dish, while the wait continues for the 5th and final season of Stranger Things, we'll soon get a taste of the hit Broadway play without going to New York. What do I mean? Well, there's a new documentary that looks at the making of The First Shadow. It's a play. It's a Stranger Things play that debuted in London's West End. Look at this trailer.
The First Shadow is the Stranger Things play.
It's a prequel that's set in 1959, and it tells a story of Henry Creel and Hawkins.
It's the origin of Stranger Things. It's the origin of the Upside Down.
3, 2, 1, go.
There are huge expectations around this. It's Stranger Things, and we've got to deliver something incredible.
It's probably the biggest, most technical design the audience will ever experience.
It's a little bit daunting. You want people to like you because people very much like the older versions of the characters. Pressure's starting to turn up, but we got to get it right.
The play was a giant success in the UK and is now playing on Broadway. It looks, as you heard her say, it looks at the origin of the Upside Down. This documentary, though, hits Netflix on April 15th. Aaron, you're plugged into theater. Are you hearing any scuttlebutt about this?
I literally knew nothing about it until I just heard about it. Nothing. I'd never heard of it. I am super excited about it. Do we know if the creators of Stranger Things wrote the play?
They did not write. They didn't write the book, but they advised. They came up with the story.
Okay.
Stephen Daldry, who is a legend, has directed. I think he did Billy Elliot. Stephen Daldry is the director of this.
Okay.
Plus the special effects. I mean, look, that's
I'm so excited.
Cutting edge for Broadway.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it reminds me of? The Harry Potter play, because it's so magical, and I think that's what this is going to be. I want to go, like, right now. I want to take this audience and go to Broadway. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I would love it. I think that's so cool.
We'll give a few of them a couple beard transplants, and then we'll head on to, yeah.
Also, there's, like, not a lot of sci-fi on Broadway.
There's not.
So, I mean, that's it opens up a giant new audience of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. More Dish when we return. Stay with us. Show.
I'm trying to look relaxed.
Right there, yeah, like that. You look very relaxed. So we have some friends from Chicago, and they're in our front row, and it's her birthday. So I went back and I got her a mug. I signed it, and they got lost. Their Uber driver basically got lost coming to the Prairie of the Eden. So I handed the lovely lady the mug, and then another woman over here on the right side, I hear her go like this. She goes, "Well, I got lost too."
Yeah.
So now, I mean, yeah. So I'll give her the damn desk.
So
I'll just give her the desk.
There's a young birthday up there too, so.
Well, she can have the couch. I'll sign the couch. Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go. Welcome back. Saturday Night Live returned with a new episode this weekend featuring recent Oscar winner Mikey Madison, from Honora. She hosted. And one sketch poked fun. This is probably the best sketch. Poked fun at people obsessed with viral products. Watch this.
Oh my God, there's another line. What's it for? Must be divine. This line's for cronut.
That's croissant in a donut.
This line's for palate. That's pizza, that's a salad.
Rasta.
That's fries, that's pasta. Fundy, that's fish, that's candy.
Soda.
That's cheese, that's soda. If you know, it's a big fat line.
Yep, people will wait in line. Well, remember the Stanley Cups, people waited in line. Again, I go to Disney a lot. People stand in hours-long lines for popcorn buckets. I'm not joking. There's a Death Star bucket this weekend. People stood in 2-hour-long lines.
Would you have stood in that line?
No!
For a Death Star popcorn bucket?
No, I'll buy it on eBay. No. Joe Jonas, by the way, popped up a little bit later in that video. And we have more on SNL in a minute, because speaking of SNL, a bit of drama at the end of the show. Plus, you'll never believe what one pop star does to protect her voice. Joining me live with those stories and more, audience, give it up for Branson from TMZ.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Thank you. Good.
This was all over the place. No one was really talking about the episode. They were talking about Morgan Wallen on SNL, and he made a rather quick exit during the credits, right?
Yeah, this has got the internet buzzing. People are fighting each other about this in the comments, about whether or not this was on purpose or whether or not he just was kind of just leaving the show because it was over. So at the end of SNL, during the final credit scene where Mikey Madison is thanking the audience, thanking everybody for being there, thanking Morgan Wallen, towards the end there, once that first credit hits, he gives a hug to Mikey Madison and then immediately just beelines it for the exit. Right there, the camera didn't even realize he was going to do that. He just went straight for the exit. And what's interesting here too is it doesn't seem too interesting on the surface, but it's customary usually for the ending for whoever the musical guest is, for the host to then speak to the stars on stage, speak to the actors at SNL, and that's just the customary thing that happens. Some people pointed out that even Kenan Thompson kind of looked over and noticed the whole thing going down and looked a bit confused, as did some other of the SNL stars. And then to go further on this, later that night, or not too soon after, Morgan went on his Instagram and had posted "Get me back to God's country" in a picture of him at the airport. So it's unclear whether or not he was upset just being there and wanted to get out of there as quick as possible. To be honest with you, Jason, I was surprised to see Morgan there at all, in my personal opinion, but I don't know. He hasn't commented on this, but we were also told that during rehearsal he made a similar exit as well, so it's hard to know whether or not this was on purpose.
Finally, Jessica Simpson tries something new to keep her vocal cords healthy, and my studio audience will not believe it, so I'm glad that you get to say this and not me, Branson. Go ahead.
Well, Jason, you may want to actually try this. I heard it's actually a very good remedy. On Instagram on Friday, Jessica Simpson revealed her remedy that she uses to keep her vocal cords in tip-top shape, and she revealed that that is none other than snake sperm. And she said that she didn't even know that she was drinking that. It's in a Chinese herb drink, and she didn't even know it was in there until somebody told her later on. And we also heard from other people that Jennifer Aniston and Kim Kardashian, they're totally behind salmon sperm and keeping their skin really nice. So maybe there's something in drinking animal sperm that just might help. Maybe I'll drink some snake sperm for my live shots to prepare and see how that goes. Maybe it'll help. But yeah, this is a really interesting one here.
I prefer chinchilla sperm, personally. That's what that's what helps me. Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Maybe you can send me a bottle.
I'll send it right over. Give it to Harvey. Give it to the whole gang. You can get it at GNC. Branson, thanks, buddy. Have a good week.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Here's really quick. I just want to comment on not the snake sperm, but the whole Morgan Wallen thing. Here's the deal. I'm neither a fan. I don't know a lot about his music, but here's what I know. It seems like he didn't want to be there, and that's fine. Then don't book it. Obviously, this isn't a stretch to say the humor of SNL, and probably a predominant amount of the cast members probably thinks politically different than he does. Then just don't accept. You're a pro, dude. Then just don't. If you don't really want to be there, then don't put yourself in that position. But then to go seriously, and because I want to be fair to him. We really don't know why. No one's ever going to know why he walked off. I want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. But you're a pro. If you don't like the show, I get it. It may not be your type of humor. Then don't book the ticket. And then afterwards, you walk right in front of the camera. You're also a pro. You can't act like you didn't know what that would look like, and then you get on your jet and then you say going back to God's country. I don't like using religion like that, because here's the thing, there's good God-fearing people everywhere. So to say that just doesn't, I don't know, I don't like that.
All of that was purposeful. That is a 30-second difference of leaving and when you leave. And walking out that way in front of everybody is like a purposeful disrespect to what was happening.
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Is he the one who, out of COVID...
Yes, he's had a tumultuous relationship with SNL.
That's why I was surprised he was on. I didn't think he would ever come back.
Then just don't, my feeling is then just don't go. Don't put yourself in that position, because maybe he felt unwelcome. We don't know. I really want to give him the benefit. Maybe he felt unwelcome. Then don't put yourself in that position. And if you're going to do it, don't complain about it. Next, she's been a part of public life for decades as a member of the Kennedy family, then a journalist married to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, now Maria Shriver is opening up about the end of her marriage and moving forward in a new book. She talked to CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning about dealing with those changes. Watch this.
I had been with Arnold since I was 21. I had gone straight from my parents to him.
Years later, though, that once glittering stone pulled her underwater when the two divorced.
Shame filled my body. Humiliation filled my soul. Every inch of my being crumbled.
And that's where she says she'll leave it.
I don't believe in kind of talking behind other people's backs in public. It's just never been my jam. And I'm in a good place with Arnold, and that's really important to me. I usually
always. I followed her career for many years, always has been classy, and right there proves she always will be classy. Maria's book, I Am Maria, is told through poems that she started writing a few years ago. And her best friend of many years, Oprah, they started together in their 20s. Oprah, I saw her interview, Oprah goes, "You write poems?" You know, like, even Oprah, who knows her, was very, and Maria said, I'm paraphrasing, it basically just started coming out of her. The poems just started. I'm like, that's fantastic.
I think that's amazing. Also, they were probably very personal and just for herself as she was trying to work through what she was trying to work through. If you're journaling, that comes out however you journal. If you're expressing yourself and you need to heal yourself, if you need to work through forgiveness and all of those things that empower you, that happens however it happens. The fact that she's like in a space where she feels like she can share that information with us now just shows you how far she has come, and like that forgiveness space that she has and kindness is real.
Yeah,
I love it. I love her.
I do too. I've always, and young people, only know her now as Patrick Schwarzenegger's mom, but I
love him too.
I love him too on The White Lotus. But I mean, she was a kick butt journalist for NBC. She was a journalist for many years on network before, a writer and author, and a great friend, great mother. Yeah, I have so much respect for her. Next, run, Forrest, run. It's like 1994 all over again, thanks to a new music video paying tribute to Forrest Gump with a cameo by Forrest himself, Tom Hanks. The song, the reason we're showing you this, the song is from the band Something Out West, featuring Tom's son, Chet Hanks. Watch this. Chet, as you can see, Chet dresses like his dad's character from several scenes in the movie. I love this for all sorts of reasons. You know, Chet had a rough couple years. He's in a good era right now. He's on the Kate Hudson basketball.
He's great on that show.
He's great in that show.
Yes.
He seems, and he was talking about how his dad and Rita have always been in his corner. I'm glad he has turned a corner and is in a really good space right now.
Also, doesn't it make sense? They have a number of children. All kids go through what they need to go through to get where they're going. So, like, I love how they handled it, too. They were truthful. They supported him, got him where he was going, and, like, I love them. I would like them to adopt me. I would like to be a Hanks.
You want Rita and Tom to adopt you?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think they would take in a 53-year-old if they really. I mean, I feel good about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Dear Tom and Rita, pick me.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm going through a rough time.
You are not. I was on Saturday. Yeah.
Maybe they should pick you.
Maybe they should pick me, actually, yeah. We're going to take That's the Dish with Stephanie Hansen and more when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. A little sweet, a little sour. Coming up in just a little bit. Stephanie Hansen, our foodie queen, is back using some great vegetables and fruits that are in season right now to make amazing recipes. Today, it's all about strawberries and lemons. And then, speaking of sweet and sour, we're hearing both good and bad when we open up the Jason Show mailbag. We'll be right back. Salads are a great way to use fruits and veggies that are in season, even out of season. But in the spring and early summer, strawberries and lemons, they're in, girl. They're vibing. That's not even a term. I sound really old right now, but those two can help really elevate a meal. Here are some strawberry and lemon recipes. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen.
Hi, guys.
Hi, friend. Okay, I'll get out of your way here.
No, you're going to help me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to start by making a really simple strawberry chicken salad. So you're going to put the arugula in here. You're going to dress it up with some cut strawberries, some feta, some almonds that I toasted, and I had a chicken breast that I marinated and grilled this morning.
This is salad is in a lot of restaurants, and they charge the freaking $20 for it.
$18.
So,
yes, exactly. So while you're doing that, you can assemble it however you like.
Okay.
I'm going to make our vinaigrette. It's super easy. We're going to put a little bit of salt, about a half a teaspoon. I have a tablespoon of cider vinegar.
Because you believe, if people are new to us, Stephanie believes in making your own dressing.
Salad dressing,
and it's not that hard. You have really taught me. Well, look how you're doing it in one TV segment.
And it's so much better for you. And we're only using a tablespoon of oil. Oil is your friend. I'm all for the fats. But some people like to have a little less.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of depth from the strawberry, so you don't need as much oil. A tablespoon of honey and a little pepper. And all we're going to do is just blend that up. And that's going to be our dressing for our chicken strawberry salad.
Okay.
Now, I always have issues with the immersion blender. Look at Jace, he knows. He backs up.
I know, for someone that knows the kitchen very well, we've had several incidences of,
There's actually one on TikTok where I'm making a frosting and the cup starts spinning and then it just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is on film. It was pretty hilarious, actually. Okay, so this is our super easy, very delicious strawberry salad dressing. You could use this on so many things, you guys. Look at that's very beautiful.
Thank you.
So we're just gonna have a little strawberry action. Look at the pretty color.
I love strawberries.
I know, I do too, and I always think about them this time of year because it's sort of springy.
Yeah.
So if you want to, should we give it a little toss?
Give it a little toss.
Okay, you have a plate over there, but I don't think you have a fork. Is there one down below, maybe?
I don't know. I'll just eat with my fingers.
Okay.
I just like some sort of little animal.
An animal.
It's fine.
Foraging.
No, let's give me a fork. I need a, I don't.
You could, if you wanted to have like more protein in here, you could add some quinoa. You could add farro. Okay.
Farro?
Yeah, farro is like a chewier kind of grain that's really healthy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, little strawberries in there.
Thank you.
This is a super easy salad, and you guys, okay, we have no forks.
We have no fork. It's fine.
You could use a ladle. Isn't that vinaigrette good? It's so easy.
I gotta tell you, a salad with a ladle is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's very attractive.
Because I have a large mouth, so that would be, it's pretty good. Yeah.
You can use this strawberry vinaigrette in so many different things. You can use it with you could use goat cheese instead of the feta. You could use salmon instead of the chicken. There's a lot of ways to mix this up. And the marinade that I used on the chicken breast is literally just a little balsamic and some oregano. It was super easy.
What is your go-to?
Thank you. Getting the fork.
Thank you, Adam. What is your go-to method for grilling chicken to make sure it's not dry?
Okay. People overcook the heck out of chicken. You don't need to.
That's why I'm asking.
Have a temperature gauge. So I have one of those electronic that you just poke it in the meat, and 165 is what you want it at. Different kinds of like organic or heritage chickens will stay a little pinker, and people just cook the heck out of them because they're worried about the pink.
Yeah.
So using a thermometer really takes all the nervousness about is my chicken done or not.
165.
165 is the temperature, yep.
By the way, we missed you on Saturday.
I know. I took a picture of myself laying in bed with my dog at my feet, and it was pouring rain outside, and they're like, come out, come out. Eric's sending me pictures of blue drinks. I'm like, no, this seems like an event that has gotten started without me.
The train was moving by then, but I mean,
yes. Because that was 5 o'clock, and apparently you started at 3. And everyone was in bed.
Okay, audience. Yeah. I heard some groans. Ooh, they started early. Yeah.
This is as Jason's friend, and he has to get up early because he has a radio show during the week, so his hours are very different than your hours might be. He also is completely in bed, done by 9:30, 10 at the latest.
Yeah. By the time the 10 o'clock news is on, I am sleeping.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah.
So I watched White Lotus, and at about 9:30, the text stopped coming, and I was like, oh, it's getting to be bedtime.
Oh, yeah. That's right about the time my husband was fighting with the Uber driver. That's right about that. Okay, now, speaking of drama.
Oh, you guys.
I know, but don't say, I hear, now this looks... Audience, you look at this and think there's nothing wrong with this. This looks great. But I guess I don't know the full story.
Okay.
You had a lot of drama with the second part of this.
I have cooked so many things in the last 24 hours to get this, okay? And I will share the highs and the lows of being a home cook that cooks for TV when we come back.
We'll be right back. This caused drama. Find out what it is. Back in a moment, everybody. I honestly don't know all the drama with it. Welcome back, everybody. The Boys of the M House with our theme song. Let me just put a button on that last one. I didn't appreciate it as much as the more I ate some more during the commercial break. That is a really, really good vinaigrette, Steph. I think, that's, make that recipe. That's probably one of my favorite dressings you've made.
Oh,
so I wanted to make sure
This is good because I, have had a real 24 hours with your desserts here. Okay, so strawberry lemon, right? I'm like, oh, I'm really feeling the strawberries. I'm feeling the lemons. I'm going to make like a snack cake that's going to have a pretty pink glaze.
Yeah.
So I make this. And I bring it to a gathering with my family last night, and I serve it, and no one wanted to eat it. They were like, it doesn't even look good. Look at it. And I was like, oh.
Your family said that?
Yeah, they were not into it.
Remove them from the will.
Not Ellie and Kurt, because they know better, but my sister, my cousin, they weren't into it.
No, I'm not just saying this. The audience can tell you.
It looks fine.
No, it looks really sweet. It looks like something for strawberries.
So then my cousin, who's so nice, he eats some of it, and he goes, oh, it tastes really good. It tastes like strawberry Pop-Tarts. And he thought it was great. So I thought, okay, I'll get home tomorrow night, or I'll get home last night, and I'll make it again so it looks prettier for the TV. That one looked worse. So then I was like, okay, shoot. And I could tell it was going to be worse just watching it bake. So I was like, I'm going to quick make strawberry white chocolate chip blondies. I love blondies. I always have the ingredients. So I'm going to give you a little taste of that. So
you know what? Can I tell you?
Yeah.
The what that your family called ugly.
Yeah.
Which again, remove them from the will. That, you know what that tastes like? A fresh strawberry pound cake.
Oh, okay.
I'm not joking. That is the texture. That is really good. Your family,
That's probably why it didn't look so good, though, because it was crumbly and the glaze. So then I made the strawberry blondies, and I woke up this morning, and I cut them, and I was like, oh, these look terrible, too. They're kind of like, they look almost a little soggy, because the strawberries got a little weepy. So then...
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I just finished a cookbook, and I'm having a crisis of confidence. So then I text Bjorn, and I'm like, Bjorn, the segment, it's SOS, I don't know what to do, and here's the pictures of the things, and he's like, just bring the cake, it looks fine. But I then panicked more, and I made this beauty. So this morning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this now. Okay, so I made this cake, but I didn't put the pink glaze that made it look terrible on it, and
Which I don't think made it look horrible. Stephanie, can I tell you, you put more effort into today's show than me.
I just want it to be good.
And truthfully, more than Jeff. I mean, you did more for today's show than all of us put together.
You guys.
This is your 18th cake?
I care.
Give that to the Chicago people.
No.
Yeah. May I give them a brownie?
Yes.
Okay, here.
So this cake, the final one, is the best looking.
There we go. There we go.
It has, okay, so
Hi.
see, they liked it.
Yeah, but you know what? You have unrealistic, Stephanie, you're too hard on yourself.
This has a layer of strawberry rhubarb jam. Look at that.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's fine.
Okay.
You know who's the problem? Your family. Your family is the problem. Yeah.
Okay. So same exact recipe, but without the glaze and with strawberry rhubarb jam. He has no water to choke it down.
I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
Your family's wrong again because no, the one with the glaze is better.
Oh. Okay.
No, that's
All
delicious.
right.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm a former fat kid. I'll eat that for lunch, you know?
Okay, so the glazy one's better.
I'm not kidding. I don't want your self-esteem to go down.
No.
They're all good stuff.
I need to control my self-esteem.
Yeah, no.
It's fine.
My point is, these are all really good. Chicago, isn't that good? Yeah, they're great.
I was gonna like scrap the whole thing, and I thought, no, this is when you're a home cook, like sometimes the thing you think's gonna work doesn't, and then sometimes the thing that you don't think's gonna work does. So all of these recipes, which apparently are great, are at my website.
What? Jeff, can we charge her for an hour therapy session? I feel like that's what we just did.
True.
Yeah.
You totally did, and I've been working on this since like 10:30 last night.
Well, I appreciate you.
No, it's good.
Yeah, your family doesn't. I do.
Down.
There we go. Don't forget to watch the newest episode of Stephanie's show, Taste Buds. You can find it on the Fox Local app. All the recipes right there on our website, Stephanie's Dish. And that is Stephanie Hansen. We'll be right back, everybody. No joke. That is good. That is really good. And the brownies, yeah, the brownies are great. Welcome to Confidence Building with Stephanie Hansen. We love hearing from you about the show, the good, the bad, the hypercritical, whatever. Every week we respond to real emails from real people. Leo, open up the mailbag. Here we go, everybody. First, you got me. First up, a really sweet message from a viewer named Matthew. Hi, Matthew. He writes, I would consider myself a man's man. I played football, I played baseball, I play hockey, I went to the military after high school, trained as a firefighter. I think you're awesome. I love the show, you and your cast of friends being themselves. That is what makes the show. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah.
I love that he said a cast of friends.
Well, that's it.
Your cast of friends. That's really what this is.
That's what the show is.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't care about big stars. We have them from time to time. It's the same. I got to tell you that, you know, for I don't want to go too long on this or make it too sappy, but you know, as a really quick, and so many people can relate to this, as a guy that got beaten up when I was a kid for being different, and for, you know, mainly beaten up by manly man, you know, kids in my class. The fact that this show, that you receive me and that you don't see me as a threat, you like me. I know that sounds, but I'm just being very real. The fact that when everybody's compliment means a lot to me, but when I get stereotypical, like, you know, burly men that look like Charlton Heston, you know what I mean? And they come up and they say they like the show. It means a great deal to me. So I appreciate that, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's acceptance. Next up is Dawn. Hi, Dawn. She emailed us and said, hey, Jace, I recently retired from Delta Airlines after 38 years. First of all, congratulations to you. Now that I'm home every morning, I just started watching the show. Just want to say how much I enjoy watching. Thanks for the great entertainment each and every day. It's a really feel-good watch. Well, Dawn, like I said, with that gentleman's comment, you know this, that's what we try to do, especially right now when, you know, things are just a little nutty for everybody. It's just a nice hour just to forget about stuff and laugh and watch Eric be goofy.
That's right. You can reboot.
You can reboot. Yeah, hold the volume up, volume down button and reboot for an hour. Last week on the show, Fallon and I got a chance to talk to Sarah from the recent season of Love is Blind. She opened up about her breakup on the show with Ben and said that she cleared up this rumor. She is not right now dating fellow cast member Joey. Well, people on YouTube had a lot to say. Frankie says, Sarah is fabulous, such a thoughtful and kind woman. Amanda echoes, well, not really echoes. She had a slightly different take. I like Sarah, but don't believe her when it comes to Joey. Not sure why Monica would just make up that they're dating. Who gives a rat's rear?
Right.
And really, I mean, who cares? And next, all I can go by is how she was here, and she was delightful.
Also, when she was leaving, she went into the audience, hung out with people in the audience, took pictures. She was very kind, and not everybody does that. A lot of times people are in and they just run right out.
Yeah.
And she stopped and was so gracious and great.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, they're just like regular people.
They are.
They just happen to have been on a show.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
I
found her to be delightful. I really do.
Yeah.
Next, comments on another guest from last week in our mailbag. I love chatting with Steve, the spoon guy, who puts an old-fashioned twist on current pop songs. He even performed the spoons to our theme song from Yam House. Well, Kelly writes in, he was so fun. That is a talent. How cool that he did your theme song. Rhonda writes, I learned to spoon from my family growing up. Now I teach my grandkids. I'm not good at it, but it's still fun. Yeah. And Howard says, proud to say I've known Steve the spoon guy for half a century. Keep rocking on, my friend. Look, yeah. Again, going back to the first comment, that's what our show is.
Yes.
Steve the spoon guy. We had the kangaroo woman.
Yes.
You know, that's why you're here. I mean, we're not going to get Meryl Streep. I don't know if I want Meryl Streep. Steve the spoon guy, I want. You know what I mean?
I bet Meryl Streep watched Steve the spoon guy because that's how that goes, right? Also, do you think the first one was Kelly Clarkson?
Probably.
Probably. That's what I'm saying.
Finally, a comment from Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. She writes, I watch Jason's show every day and notice that he swears a little bit, a few times at every show. I don't notice that on other talk shows.
I want to know what the swear is.
All I know is the minute Jeff preps me on some of these, and I got ganged up on jokingly from the whole staff. Everyone, even director Leo, Leo says 50 to 60 words a year, and we're sitting in the meeting, and all of a sudden Leo so Jeff read this comment, and everyone goes, "You do," and then Leo says this. Leo goes, "You say damn."
Now you just said it again.
I just said it again. So now I'm going to get another email from her.
I know.
Damn it. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment.
I tried to hit the button.
I'm sorry, lady. I apologize. I'll watch my mouth. Celebrating with us in our birthday club. They get that sash. VIP treatment. Some of them, and guess what? Today, one lucky person in the birthday club gets to take home photographer Eric. That's right, yeah. To celebrate with us, sign up at eventbrite.com when you book your tickets. Thanks to our birthday club partner, Home Furniture. If you can't be here on your exact birthday, don't worry. We give you a few days before and after. We're going to wrap things up right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We were saying, ending how we began. Again, apologies to anyone that encountered the Jason Show group on Saturday night. And we were joking that we said that we must have been talked about at the One Bar Cuzzies because we were in a pack, you know, and we were so loud. I'm sure people are like, what the hell's up with that show? You know what I mean? Oh, there, I said that word again. Sorry, lady. But it was raucous. I'm way too old to be doing that stuff, but, you know, it was fun.
I'm so sad. Please, the next time, will you just call me? Because I might say yes.
You might.
I might.
You might. You're a hard yes to get.
I am a hard yes to get.
You are a hard yes.
Maybe you just haven't tried hard enough yet.
Touche. Hey.
Touche.
By the way, Aaron's here all week. Really quickly, if you are coming into town, like our friends from Chicago, to see the Jason Show, if Aaron is performing anywhere in the city, you got to go see her. She's the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities. So make sure you follow Aaron Schwab on social media. Tomorrow, you know I love this. She's redefining life after 40. Mrs. Murphy from social media, you'll love her, will join us for some real talk about Gen X life and fashion. Plus, do not miss Fallon's April Fool's Day prank on me. All caught on camera. That's going to do it for us. But right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.